Hey, what's going on, guys? I haven't made a video in a while, and I've had a lot of other things going on in life. But I've got some time this evening, and I just wanted to show you guys this team that I've been using to kill this Titan, and it's really cool because it has it's it's well, you'll see it's really fast, not fast, but it kills the Titan quickly, and there's a lot of room to mess up. There's a lot of room to not activate, and it will still work. So this is not this team. It's let's see, this one. So I lead with ODR, Fenrir, Jariz, and Muzz, and you guys, as you guys have seen in a lot of my past videos, Jariz is like, I feel like he's like the unsung hero. He just fits in so many teams, um, because he makes them one turn faster. That's part of it. When you get him to 6 stars, he gives you that barrier for 6 turns. Blocks 60% of damage. But the thing that I like about him the most is that it's a water type, and a lot of times I find myself not finding a good character or a useful character to put in that's a water type, and that's what makes it hard to activate. But you know, in teams where you don't want to water because you know that it's going to heal the Titan, he works because he's not really meant to be a damage dealer. But in teams where water doesn't heal or water doesn't do 0 damage, he still can destroy, and no matter what, his utility is always there. So, anyways, I have 6 turns of damage reduction there, and then also I use the Fenrir and ODR stat switch, and that lasts for 4 turns. And this Titan is a 3 turn cycle, so effectively I can block 4 attacks from the Titan, and by the time I've blocked all 4 of his attacks, all of my skills have recharged. So as long as you have ODR as the leader, and as long as you have enough HP, you're not going to get dropped by this Titan. It can be a little frustrating because honestly, obviously, I don't have anything that's like preventing him from healing. But the thing is his healing really isn't that big of a deal because Muzz just keeps cutting him, not quite in half, but I mean he just keeps on, destroying all of his health. So I can do this without using any potions. I'll show you there are certain instances where I find it's necessary to use a potion or two. I actually want him to start on turn 2. Turn 1 is okay. Turn 3 is the worst, and I'll explain why. Since he's starting on turn 3, by the time by the time I wait the 3 turns, my health will be close to half, right? And none of my skills will be charged at that time, and he'll hit me with his 80% buffed attack. So if he starts on turn 3, I have to do something to mitigate that damage. So the first thing I do, if he starts on turn 3, is I use that star potion on Jariz. If he starts on turn 2, that's perfect. Turn 1 is almost as good. And I can explain that later if anybody has any questions, but turn 2 is definitely the prime turn that you want him to start on for this team. So anyways, I used Jariz to start off. And even when his attack is buffed, I'm blocking 60% of that damage. So there's really no risk of death in this fight. I pretty much there are certain instances where I don't use Muzz's attack, but for the beginning of this fight, you're going to use his feel the pain every time. Now I'll tell you this: do not use unleash or release the chains yet. Yes, it does damage, but it's only going to do like 150 to 200,000 damage. And that's peanuts compared to what Muzz is going to be doing. So Muzz is going to be doing the bulk of the damage. So really, what I'm using is I'm using release the chains and the swap, the stat swap, to mitigate the Titan's attack. And I want to wait until my barrier wears off. So, because I still have my barrier is going to last 3 more turns, so I can block another attack of his. Now, I don't want to use it right away. I want to use it when he's down to turn 1. So that way, because the release the chains, I guess I could wait till he's on turn 2, because it lowers your stats for 5 turns. And when I swap that to him, it'll lower his stats for 5 turns. So I guess I can do it on turn 2. And then I'll swap. And now, even if he amps up, his attack will not be powerful enough to drop me from half to 0. This Titan doesn't purge. So, like, this setup, it's dangerous to use on a Titan that can purge or can multi-attack. And as you can see, my Jariz is already charged when I get frozen. This would be an instance where I would go ahead and use a potion. That was just really unlucky that Jariz was just happened to get frozen. But as you can see, he's already charged, and I'm already ready to use him again to keep mitigating damage. And there's 2 turns of sort of leeway there. Just in case somehow, I missed the activation or something. I'm going to go ahead and use the antidote. I just want to play it safe for this video. Even though I probably would be okay because my Muzz is going to charge in 2 turns, and he leeches pretty often, I'm still just going to play it safe for the video. Now, I want to get him down to below 500,000 or so health, because when I use Ragnarok and release the chains, if I don't critical, he does about 500,000, a little more than that. But if I do critical, he does like 800,000, and then I'm for sure going to hit him. So right here's an instance where I'm not going to use Muzz's Feel the Pain just yet, because he might heal. And if he heals, that sucks, but Muzz's attack will then also do more damage. So I kind of want to wait 2 turns to see if he heals. Because I'm getting close to where I'm going to want to use Ragnarok and then release the chains. And if you don't kill him in 1 hit, it's really hard. It's really dangerous. Because you only have 7 turns to finish him off. So anyways, he didn't heal, so I'm going to go ahead and use Bear with it. And I'm going to look and see. It did 500,000, and that's 40% of his health. Which means that he has around roughly 700,000, or a little over 600,000 health. And that means I want to wait until he loses about another 100,000 or so before I use the whole Ragnarok and release the chains attack. And there I just got to destroy for 54,000. So one more destroy, and I'm going to use Ragnarok. And that was just unlucky. If I don't get another destroy by turn 1, I'm gonna play it safe and just go ahead and use release the chains and swap to make sure I mitigate the damage. But all I need is 1 destroy in the next 2 turns, and there it is. So now he should have less than 600,000. I would say 550,000 ish or so. So even if I don't crit, this should kill him. So I'm gonna activate Ragnarok and then release the chains. Wow, and it didn't kill him. But that's okay, because my attack is super buffed, and I can just swap the debuffs over to him, and he should die in a hit or 2. That was dangerous. I probably shouldn't have done that. I really want to activate with green. That counter probably dropped him down to 1 HP. Because normally my counter does significantly more than that. It didn't. There we go, I got him. So yeah, as you can see, I probably should have waited 1 more cycle. I probably should have waited 1 more cycle to try to get him a little bit lower to guarantee the kill with Ragnarok, but it was close enough to where, worst case scenario, I could just use a couple star potions and then use release the chains again. as with most of my builds, I try to build them in such a way to where you don't have to use any potions or very, very few potions. With this setup, it can be a little annoying if he heals, but you can take this team, and get you can solo to the Titan up to probably 70 or 80 pretty easily with this build. Then you can start using reinforcements, and you could easily get up to 90 or even 100. Anyways, that's my build. Hope you guys like it, and I haven't posted in a while, and I still am kind of busy with life and stuff. I'm still gonna get 50 every week, but I may not be quite as active as I usually am. I will come back and I will be active again, like posting in the Discord, posting in the guild chat. It's just there are some things in my life that are really really good. They're really good, but I have to focus on those for another maybe few weeks or so. Yeah, but I'll try to still stay active enough to where if you guys direct message me on Discord, I'll always see that. If I have to confirm somebody and to give them access into Discord or whatever, I'm definitely down for that. But I really appreciate Ski and Mad for sort of taking over for a while and taking care of booting people and stuff. I haven't really been paying attention. I haven't been able to pay attention to how who's been active and who hasn't. Anyways, you guys have been a whole lot of fun to chat with, and you guys, this game and this guild is a great distraction. I have a lot of fun with it. So, anyways, hope you guys like this. I love how the guild is just keeps growing. Everyone keeps striving to do 50 or more, and I love how much we all want to help each other. I think it's unique in our guild. So, anyways, you guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.